My name is Wysong Harris, and I am a monitoring and evaluation advisor here at Jhpiego. The innovation we submitted as a team is a cervical cancer program monitoring and evaluation toolbox. This toolbox consists of the normal logic model and data collection tools, but it also consists of a one-day workshop with facility-level providers to ensure higher quality and standardization of the data collection activities. This innovation is important because it allows for the program managers to get a snapshot of what's actually happening at the facility in terms of services being delivered without actually having to be there day in and day out. This also allows for more efficient use of resources because data is being tracked on a daily basis, and the program managers have access to graphs and tables to see trends and patterns within their data and can allocate resources effectively. This toolkit is being implemented currently in 4 countries and is now part of the regular package of activities for new countries that come on.
The innovation that we submitted is the automated process for uploading QuickBooks and reversing them quickly. The problem that we were running into in the field offices was there's large impress balance or cash balances out in the field offices, and there's a risk to the organization with large cash balances and foreign accounts. We're trying to find a way to bring those balances down, but also keep money in the offices to allow them to execute their programs, pay their staff, and everything else. So we came up with a very simplified process to do a short close. So we can close the books more often. Instead of waiting 30 days or 45 days to close the books, we do it every 15 days, and it's an electronic upload and reversal of it. So basically we accrue it. It does a couple benefits for us. It also gets the expenses recorded in Hopkins one quicker, and then reverse at the end of the month when we do the final close and all the balancing and processing. The nice thing about it was just done in-house. It wasn't no external software had to be written. It was done by our staff here. And it does allow us to bring our account balances down in the foreign countries and still keep money there to keep the programs running. It doesn't slow down program implementation or cause any other, there's really no downside to it.
This is Sheena Curry speaking on behalf of Stacey Sender. Just over a year ago, Stacey came up with a great idea of developing a tape measure which would also address the need for having a job aid to remind the midwives, particularly in South Africa, about screening for TB as part of the HIV screening process. South Africa has a very high burden of HIV in the pregnant population. Most women come for antenatal care, and as part of antenatal care, we like to check that the baby is growing at the right rate. So we measure the mother's uterus from the pubic bone to the top of the fundus at each visit using a tape measure. So as the midwife is using the tape measure, there's information on this measure about what she should also be doing in relation to counselling in pregnancy, in screening, in checking that the mother and the baby are both fine. And this tape measure particularly looks at women who are HIV positive and their additional needs. So the tape measure is a great idea. It's something that the midwife would see each time she uses it, and it's a gentle reminder of what she has to do to make sure that women get the best care they can.
My name is Boniface Kariuki Njeka, and my innovation is the Topanga SMS commodity tracking system that is a family planning commodity tracking or reporting system that uses SMS technology to transmit information from the supported sites, and this information is then sent to a web-based database, which in turn decodes this data, and once it decodes the data, it shows the data in the form of individual commodity reports. These reports are then analyzed by the system, and then the system also determines reorder quantities for each facility. This innovation is important because it helps get as much data and as fast as possible on all the stock requirements of each facility, and with that it is used to help the managers in the districts to make decisions on redistribution and how to ensure that all the facilities are well covered. It also allows them to be able to see which facilities are well stocked and which are poorly stocked, and with that they can then make a decision and go and do this. Of course, a lot of this is supported directly by the project, by the Topanga project in Kenya, which is the one that Jhpiego is the lead, and so we use this data to ensure that the facilities are supported always, but directly using the government system.
Hi there, I'm Ken Chebet from Kenya. My innovation submission is on the health wagon, a customized health clinic that is powered by a truck that we are currently using in Kenya and giving us some amazing results and providing a service. The original idea for this wagon was basically driven by the need to provide quality healthcare services to very underserved communities in our rural parts of Kenya. And our primary target was basically looking at increasing access to long-acting and permanent family planning methods. So besides offering family planning, we can do the routine general examination. We can provide for the young kids that come with their mothers. We can do on-job description, on-job training for the mothers, to the healthcare workers, and then of course provide a comfort to these communities at no cost. This is a free service. Coming back to results, yes, amazing statistics are coming from this. The last 2-3 years are showing statistics that you could never have imagined to come from those communities that are quite in a harsh, terrain, inaccessible parts of Kenya. The CYPs, the statistics on CYPs, amazing. We've had testimonies of mothers telling us, I've never had a family planning. I will never have had a family planning had I not got a truck or a mobile clinic to my community. Jhpiego has always continued and will continue to improve the health of women and families, and more so in developing countries like Kenya. I want to say the health wagon innovation is a better way, is a testament. It is a real expression of Jhpiego's mission in practice. Thank you so much.